Yeah.
Hi, this is Officer Richardson with Maryport Police.
Hey, how are you?
Just following up with you. We got a decent amount of people in custody right now. I need to know everybody that's trespassed from your house. Do you know any names?
No, I don't know. I only know Ben's name. I don't know the other people from Adam.
Okay. All right. Just figured I'd try.
Okay, no, you're good. How many did you get? You got Ben?
We got 5 right now.
What, including Ben Schneider?
Yes.
Sweet, that's good.
Okay.
And the charges, stalking?
I have no info right now. I'm sorry. We're
Okay,
still
no
working
worries.
it, but all right.
You're
So
the
you don't
best.
know any names?
No, I don't know these people at all.
Okay. All right. Appreciate it.
Just keep coming.
I got you. Okay. Thank you, Jeff.
Thank you, bye.
Hi, are you Ben?
Yes.
Ben, I'm Detective Nikosha. I work here at the police department.
Okay.
Just wanted to try and talk with you, just try to figure out what's going on. It sounds like there's a lot going on that I don't know a lot about, so that's why I'm just trying to give you the benefit of the doubt and just try to talk to you. Does that sound good?
Yeah, I can share everything I know, I guess. And
Okay. Before I do so, I just want to make sure you're aware of your rights. Doesn't
Okay.
mean you're going to jail or anything, but just because we're in this setting and I may ask some questions that may come off as like interrogation or type
Oh,
stuff.
for sure, yeah.
So I just
Yeah,
want to make
okay.
sure you're aware of your rights and also that we're kind of covered and everything. Okay. So you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be provided for you. If you decide to answer questions now without an attorney present, you will still have the right to stop answering at any time until you talk to an attorney. Do you understand the rights that I have just read to you?
Yes.
Okay. Having these rights in mind, do you wish to speak with me?
I'm assuming if I say no, then I go to jail.
I mean, I can't. I have to ask you some questions. I'm
Oh,
just
yeah,
confused with.
Yeah, I want to share my side, yeah. I think there's a lot of lies going around. I can clear
Okay.
that stuff up, yeah.
And if you don't want to answer a specific question, like I said, you can just say, "Hey, I don't want to answer
Okay.
that question." That sounds like a good deal.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. So what's going on? Because it sounds like police have been in contact with you, or kind of your, I'm gonna say
So-
posse, but for the past 4 days, right?
Well, yeah, I guess I can just say everything if you want.
Whatever you
or,
want to share me, and whatever you think is.
'cause I don't know how much you know already, but basically, I'm a journalist is kind of a weird word. I'm a YouTuber.
Okay.
And at first, I started just making slackline videos, and then over time, it's kind of gotten more into journalism, and I've kind of gained a niche of going and like people email me stories, and then I go in. Basically, it's usually corrupt organizations. I go in, and then I think the thing that separates me from other people is I don't just report on it. I actually take it to the next step and like shut them down. So like I guess the last one I did was it's called McKamey Manor. It's they advertise as the world's scariest haunted house, and so I went in, and it turns out the haunted house doesn't exist. It's just like a trap to get people to show up so they can have like a torture fetish, I guess. It's like a cult of people. Actually, it's like a cult.
Interesting.
And they torture people. And I ended up, so it's like a normal journalist would just like report about it, but I actually went and I saw that he didn't renew his LLC, so I bought his company from him, and I was able to shut him down. And then I think we found some other loopholes. There was like he wasn't using his like fire codes. He didn't have like fire extinguishers and like his like fake haunted house. So we were able to, like we just used like some crazy loopholes, but we got shut down. He got arrested, and that's kind of the brand. So someone hit me up. They said, "Hey, this company called Bricks and Minifigs stole my entire family's life savings from my dad. He spent his entire life collecting the world's biggest Star Wars Lego collection. It's worth $200,000, and he put it in this store so they could sell it for him, and they just kept the Legos and didn't pay them anything. And they're like, we politely went in and asked if we could have it back, and they said the only way you get these Legos back is if you sue us. And if you think about it, 83-year-old man versus $400 million company. Even though the $400 million company's in the wrong, they're gonna win, you know. So he's like, we don't know what else to do. Like we've tried contacting attorneys, and they said like it's gonna. Once we see what the attorney's fees are, we can't sue them. So like we don't know what else to do. They're like, we need your help, Ben. So I was like, okay. So we went up and we basically sued them. And, well, first I kind of did like the normal investigative journalism report. I can show you the video too if you want. It's on an unlisted video on YouTube. But we went up, and the video is almost ready to post. And we basically just went up and we documented everything. We got their side of the story. We got the old man's side of the story. You know, we just get all sides. That's what the first thing we do. And then we were like, well, it seems like they're. Yeah, they stole it, you know, because like when we got their side of the story, we're like, hey, we heard that there's a bunch of Legos in your store, and immediately like, get out or we're calling the police, like you're harassing us. I'm like, I'm not harassing, I just asked a question, like if you still have these Lego sets in your store. They're like, that's harassment and stuff.
And this was up in Oregon, right?
Yes.
From my understanding? Okay.
And so basically we're like, okay, like I know an 83-year-old man that's dying of cancer, probably doesn't have the means to sue you, but I do. So we served them papers, we did everything legally, we took them to court. They were stupid enough not even to show up to court, so we won default judgment, and we went to basically collect, and they saw that they had to pay us all the money, so they shut down their store in Oregon. And so now we are here because the owners live here, and also we met with the chief of police in Oregon, and he said that they're now doing a criminal investigation on them, and within I think this was 4 or 5 days ago, he said within 2 weeks they should have enough evidence to put a warrant out for their arrest, which also sucks for us because if they get arrested, then it's really going to be hard to garnish their wages if we sue them again personally. Because if we sue them personally, obviously they can't show up to court and stuff if they're in jail. So we were like, well, we'll do it anyways. You know, we'll just sue him personally. So I filed all the paperwork. We have a lawsuit, me against him personally now, not the LLC that they dissolved. So we go to his house, and actually, before you can get a court case accepted, you have to show that you had a good faith conversation to resolve it outside of court case first, or else they won't accept the court case. So the first step is.
Is this all out of Oregon then, or?
In Utah. Well, so we are doing.
Sorry, I'm just not very familiar with the civil side. I know with all the criminal side, right?
Yeah. So in Oregon, so. We have to sue them through the Marion County Court in Oregon because that's where the crime took place. Even though I live in Los Angeles, they live in Utah. That's just what the law says. We have to, from my understanding. And
so that's part of Oregon's civil thing.
Yeah,
is you have to have a good faith conversation.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry,
so
just trying to understand it.
I went to have a good faith. I rang their doorbell, and the guy comes out. He's like, oh, you know, once he sees me, he's like, oh, like really mad. I'm like, hello, like. Like, hey, I'm here to have a good faith conversation with you before. I'm like, I do have information. I talked to the chief of police. You might be arrested in 2 weeks, or at least it's going to be a warrant out for your arrest. We already won the lawsuit. We're going to win again. Like, the store's closed down. We saw, and also we could see the Lego sets were still in the store. So we're like, we know you're not going to sell these Lego sets. Like, the Lego sets are probably just going to go to corporate, you know? So we're like, if you want, you can just open the door and open the Lego sets. Like, it's literally not even your Lego sets. You're not going to keep them. So like, it's like, we're on the same team here is what I said. Like, we should work together to get them these Lego sets back. Or the alternative is we take you to court. And then right after I said that, the cops showed up. They're like, you're trespassing, da, da, da. And the cops were yelling at me and stuff. They're like, you have to leave. And I'm like, okay. They're like, he's asked you many times to leave. You never left his property. They're like, we're going to arrest you for trespassing. I'm like, he's never even said a single word to me. If he told me to leave, I would have left his property. You know, like I'm just here doing what the court said to have a good faith conversation. So then the next step is if the good faith conversation doesn't work, you serve them legal papers. So we went to serve them legal papers. It has to be someone over 18 that's not related to the case. So I just found someone who said they were down, and we drove up and the cops came like immediately, and we're like, hey, we're here to serve them papers. And like we didn't even go on the property or anything because I'm trespassing the property, so obviously we're not going to walk on the property. But the previous day I did ask, I said, hey, am I allowed on the street? And they said, yes, you're allowed on the street, just don't walk on the property. So I thought I was in the legal right to be on the street to serve them these papers, you know. And so basically what happened is, and then we put a sign, we found a public sign, what's it called, like a public strip that's not owned by the HOA, it's just public property. And we put a little sign up that just says like, I stole Legos, you know, and the thing was like, and obviously it's for YouTube, so we're going to be a little goofy with it, you know. But we had our legal right to put that sign there because it's in public property. And if anyone asked us to take it down, obviously we would take it down. But basically the joke was we're going to have, because obviously he's not going to want to be served, you know. Like if we knock at his door and say, hey, we're here to serve you papers, he's not going to answer. So it was like, oh, he's going to walk out to take out the sign, and hey, you've been served. We go home, that's it. We see him in court, you know. And then all of a sudden the police come and they're like you're stalking him. And I'm like, explain to the police. I'm like, we're not stalking him. We're doing like I even told the cops, I'm like, I wish we could just send him an email, like show up to court this day. That would be so easy for us. But this is how the law works. Like that's not my fault. Like I don't make the law. If I made the law, send him an email, or you know, letter in the mail. I don't know. Like that's how I would do it. But I'm not the one that writes the law, the government is. So I was like, we are just following what the law says, you know? And the police actually were kind of working with us at the beginning. They're like, okay, we'll serve the papers. I was like, oh, that'd be awesome, you know? Like, we can serve papers. So they walk up, and then I see them talking to him, and the police weren't even trying to serve. Like, all they have to do is just say, you've been served, and drop it on his front door, you know? Like, if he sees you do that, that counts. But the police are like, he doesn't want your papers. I'm like, you can't just serve. They're like, we tried serving it, but we couldn't do it. And they're like, he doesn't want your papers. You just have to figure it out civilly. And I'm like, this is the civil method, you know? Like, to do it civilly, you have to serve. They're like, well, then just sue him then. I'm like, that's what we're doing. Like, you see how this is a circle, you know? So I'm like, okay, if I follow your instructions, I will be back here tomorrow to sue him for not being able to sue him, you know? Like I was like, what's the alternative? And they're like, you just have to sue him. I'm like, that's what I'm doing. Like, that we are following the law by doing this. And so I got arrested I still think it was a false arrest because I was following the law. Like I was doing what the court tells us to do, you know? And I think Josh has been, I am very interested on Josh's side of the story because I think he might have said we had heroin in the car or something, and they did like a 3-hour search on our car. Obviously no heroin. Like the guy I was with, I mean, I'm from California, so I've smoked weed before, but that's the most intense drug I've done. But I haven't smoked weed since a long time. But the guy I was with, he's never smoked, drank a day in his life, and they were like, we can tell you're on drugs and stuff. And so I don't know what Josh is telling them that we're doing, but yeah. And then today we were like, so I thought it was a funny plot point for the video to be like, okay, well, if we serve him, we go to jail, you know? So obviously we can't go through the civil way because they keep saying do it civilly, and obviously going civilly, suing him is not working for us. So let's do a GoFundMe. I have a big following. I'm very confident if I made a GoFundMe, we would get him the $200,000 just from the GoFundMe. I'm very confident we would do that, but I have to like do something funny. So we were like, well, we found a house that we saw some people at the house yesterday. They were really like, oh my gosh, like they're arresting you just for like serving court papers. Like all the neighbors were like, it seemed like they were on our side, you know. So we talked to the neighbors about it, and they were like, yeah, let's do a GoFundMe here. Like, I give you permission to put the sign up at my house, you know. It's freedom of speech. We're allowed to do that if it's their private property, you know. And so we're like, we'll just do like a little video where we're like, hey, like donate to this, and we have that sign hung up, you know. And then we're like, we're just gonna make like a short little video just for the GoFundMe. And then my friend gets arrested, and he's not even like, I just met him for this video. He showed up to this video. So I had a fake tier on my Patreon where it was like, if you pay me $3,000, it was like, it's a joke tier. A lot of things I do are satire, I guess you haven't found out by now, but I involve a lot of satire in like my work. And so a lot of big YouTubers that I think are terrible people, they always have like tiers where it's like, if you pay me $1,000, you can collab with me, which I think is so, it's like, why would you have someone pay to work for you? You know, I think that's so stupid. So I did the same thing jokingly on mine. I'm like, if you pay me $3,000, you can be in one of my videos. And I think the guy who got arrested today, he was like my biggest fan ever, and so he was like, I'll pay that, he's like, if I pay this, are you really going to do a video with me? I was like, no, it's a joke, dude. Like, don't pay them, I'll just do a video with you, like, who cares, like, you don't have to pay anything. So I flew him out, and so that's how I met him, actually, was through that. And then what they said is he was being kind of a dick to the police, I guess, today, and that's why he got arrested. So I don't know if that's true. I don't really know him that well. Maybe he was, I guess. Maybe he's not being as cooperative as like the rest of us are. I mean, all these people are just random people that were in that Airbnb that you guys like swatted us for. Like those are all just random people. I just met all of them as of like a couple days ago. So I'm really the if anyone should get in trouble, it should be me, but not them.
Okay. So today's event was that kind of your ideas to do this video with the GoFundMe and all that, or how did that all
come? I wanted to video the GoFundMe because the whole thing is like, okay, if we do a video of this thing, I just know how the internet works. It's gonna raise the money for this family.
Right.
And before we could even shoot the video, the police just came and shut it down and arrested it, like, Sheldon. I don't know if he deserved to be. Maybe he was talking back. I don't know.
I'm not sure either. I wasn't there.
I wasn't there either. Yeah, because I was afraid that if I go back, then they're gonna arrest. So I just stayed back out of it. I wasn't in it at all.
But the plan with everyone was to create this video.
It was just to create a video. Yes,
for the GoFundMe.
And then get the. Because if I just say like, "Hey, this man stole his Legos, donate," no one's gonna care. Like you got to do something like kind of funny for it, you know. But the purpose wasn't to intimidate Josh. It was like those neighbors seemed like they were like on our side, and it was like, oh, like if we do it at the neighbor's house, like it'll go viral and.
Okay.
Yeah, but the purpose wasn't to intimidate Josh. It wasn't to like make him scared. I guess it was because I know that that's going to go viral and that's going to basically blow up and get. Like, that sign is a funny sign, and, like, we have the freedom of speech to say that, and it's true, it's not defamation. I mean, even if it is defamation, he has to get us in civil court, but it's not defamation, it is true. Like, that is what he did, and I have so much evidence to back it up in our documentary. And we have the freedom of speech for that person to put that up on their property, and I thought we were doing a good thing by getting this family their money back, and, like, we're like, because the police said, hey, do not serve them court papers, which means basically the police told me, do not take this man to court or else he will get arrested. And so I was like, just thinking, and we're like, let's do a GoFundMe, and that was their solution.
Gotcha. So this group, you mentioned that this group you had today, and kind of the last few days, you've just met them.
As of like 3 days ago.
Okay. Who are the people that you met just 3 days ago?
I don't even know half their names. I mean, if you give me my phone, I could probably tell you. But
who do you know? I guess
I know Sheldon, but I only know him from he showed up in Oregon. So that was my first time meeting him. Was in Oregon. He showed up to do the Lego video for like 3 days. I think is what we only filmed for 3 days, and then I came back on my own to see that the store was closed, and then he was like. I don't know, he was kind of depressed, and I just saw, he was like, that was the best, like, 3 days of my life when he did the Oregon thing, so I was like, okay, come out for this, I was like, we're going to continue.
Okay, so you and Sheldon have kind of been talking a little bit longer than the other guys.
Yeah.
How did you get in touch with these other guys that you just met 3 days ago?
I think I put on an Instagram story, maybe. I was like, hey, if you're in Utah, you want to help take down a bad guy, hit me up.
Okay, all right. But Sheldon, because he lives
in Illinois.
Illinois.
Yeah.
And so you guys kind of talk every now and then and said, hey, come out to Utah and come help me with this.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of other things. Yeah, I mean, sometimes we call each other on the phone every once in a while.
Okay, but all the other people just Instagram to say, hey, I need help with this, come help me.
Yeah.
Okay. So the whole, I guess from my understanding of what you're saying is the whole reason we're here in Utah is to serve Josh papers.
Yeah, because we won the court case in Oregon, and now we have to sue him personally. It's what we have to do. I don't know.
Okay. Tell me about like this other stuff that's going on? Like, sounds like there was some ducks that were dropped off in a box.
Yeah, so that was so basically like I said, I do a lot of satire in my stuff. So there was basically Josh has been using these loopholes of legal contracts and stuff, and so I kind of want to do like an art piece, if that makes sense. So it's basically I did it really in my last video and it went kind of viral, so I was like, oh, I'll just do the same thing with this, where this horror director was basically tricking people into contracts, and then that way he could torture them, and then he'd pass off his fiction, but it was actually real torture, and we took him down. It was a whole thing. So I was like, oh, I'll do the same thing with it. Like, this guy's kind of doing the same thing. Like, he's tricking people in contracts. He's doing a bunch of like very shady legal loopholes and stuff. So the whole point of this video was like, okay, because from a storytelling perspective, I like to show, don't tell, if that makes sense. So I could tell the audience, I could tell someone, this is wrong, but if you're a bad guy, obviously you're not going to listen. But what if you could show a bad guy that through like art, that what you're doing is wrong, you know? So it was basically just a satire piece where we were like, hey, here's this, do you want this package? He's like, yeah. We're like, okay, sign here then. And so he signs, and then in it, it's like, we said in the contract, like, you have to do the chicken dance, you have to do like, it's just obviously a goofy satire contract.
Gotcha.
So it's just a piece of satire to show in the video, this is why it's wrong. And now his own methods happen back to him, but not in a real way, in a satire way.
Gotcha. Okay. And then there's another one,
and
like...
We didn't think that, I'm sorry, I'm going to finish. And we didn't think that it was going to be anything to intimidate him. It was literally satire it's like an art piece to satire for the video, you know?
Okay. Yeah, and then there was like another one the following day with like a church... You're acting like a church member and something like that. Another
he wasn't acting. He actually was a Mormon. And so we just found a Mormon because we found out that. So one thing for the video too, we found out that's so ironic is that he's super hardcore Mormon. Which, I mean, I guess you can believe whatever you want, I guess. But the thing is,
Josh is. Is that what you're saying? Okay.
And Brandon. And so what I thought was strange about that is, like, for me, I would expect an atheist to steal a bunch of money. That's kind of like, oh, okay, that's expected, you know, because when they die, nothing happens. But a Mormon, if you steal that much money, then you go to the outer layer, you go to their hell, you know what I mean? And so it's like, what? He either doesn't believe in Mormonism, or he thinks he's going to hell, I guess. So we just found a Mormon, and we were like, hey, like, this is what Josh did, you know? Like... Do you want to like save him? You know, because we thought like if he did do something bad, like that would be a good thing to do to him, right? To actually like get him to repent for his sins, and that way he can be saved. And so we thought that was a good thing by like sending. I guess he ultimately chose to go, but obviously, I guess we kind of knew that if we told someone about it, they'd probably go and tell them about it. But ultimately, we thought that was doing a good thing by like saving him from his sins. You know.
Okay. Yep, just trying to get your point of view from all that. Okay. Anything else that you think maybe would be
that is every single interaction we've had with him, I think, since we've been in Utah. We called him, I never interacted with him when we were in Oregon, but I did have, I think, 3 phone calls with him. And I already sent those 3 phone calls to the chief of police in Oregon, and that's what allowed him to now do criminal charges, were those phone calls of him basically admitting to everything that happened.
Gotcha.
But besides that, I think I've just described every single contact I've ever had with Josh, our entire history, I think.
In Utah, here.
Utah and Oregon, yeah. And then those 3 phone calls.
Okay.
There were 3 phone calls we had in Oregon, yeah.
Okay.
No, 4, because then at the very end, we did have last phone call where he's like, I'm going to give all the stuff back. And we went back, and it turns out he was lying. And then, but besides that, that's my entire history with Josh.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, give me 1 second. Give me longer than a second, but just hang tight here, and then I'll be back with you, okay?
Okay.
Okay. And need anything? Water?
I don't think so.
Okay. If you do, just knock on the door here, and we're just right out here.
Actually, is there a bathroom? Am I allowed to go to the bathroom, or is that?
Yeah, you can.
I can hold it if you'd rather me stay here.
I don't care either way. I can take you over to the bathroom or not.
I gotta have to pee.
I'm not going to make you sit here and...
I don't have to pee like that bad, but it's kind of good.
Well, I'm not going to make you sit here and fidget and spin and do whatever. So, yeah, it's just down the hall here, and I'll get you bathroom, and then we'll get you put back in there if that's okay.
Thank you for listening.
Yeah, just trying to understand everything that's going on and whatnot. So. I hate those faucets.
Oh no! You guys changing here too?
I don't, but some do.
Oh, nice. I guess if you get like a police chase and you're all sweaty running around.
Yeah, we're back
This
right
way?
here.
This way? Okay.
No, you're good.
And the last door on the left?
Yes. Yeah, just hang tight. If you need anything, knock on the door.
Oh, thank you
Okay?
so much.
Yep. Hey, Ben.
Hello.
Another few quick questions. So it sounds like you guys were down in Orem today. Is that correct? Or someone was down in Orem?
Let me think. So,
At one of the other stores there or something?
what did we do that for? I forget what we did. Oh, yeah. So, another part of the investigation is, so originally we were like, what if we tell Lego? So, Bricks and Minifigs basically brags a lot about how the whole reason they exist.
Sorry, my phone's going off like crazy.
That's all good.
I'll put it on silent.
Okay.
Kind of distracting.
So, Bricks and Minifigs, they say that the CEO brags that they only exist because Lego is kind enough to license them the use of their logo, so that way they can, what's it called? So they can like basically advertise the logo and the Lego logo. Sorry, tongue twister. And Lego doesn't sue them because they pay a bunch of royalties to Lego, so that way they can use their logo. So we're like, okay, what if we tell Lego about that? Oh, and also, the CEO is also covering up this crime too of Bricks and Minifigs. Like the CEO's all on it. I think he might get arrested soon too. And then so we're like, well, but they're like that might take months and months because it's like this whole case. We're like, what if we can just, if we want immediate results, what if we just tell Lego about this and they drop Bricks and Minifigs, like that license, you know, and then that way Bricks and Minifigs can no longer use
That logo.
that logo, yeah, and it would destroy Bricks and Minifigs, you know. And we're like, that's kind of what we do is we find like ways to like take bad people down, you know. So that's like, literally that's my brand is doing exactly that, just like finding legal ways to take companies down. Like that could destroy the whole company. So we email Lego, and Lego replies back to us, and they say, we have no affiliation with Bricks and Minifigs. This is America. If they want to resell our products, we can't stop them. You know? So we're like, what the heck? So we tell one of the owners about it, and well, the previous owner that was at the Oregon location before Joshua Johnson Brandnest took over, and she's like, no, that's wrong because we pay, corporate told us that we have to pay them a lot of money each month for the right to use that Lego logo. And the more I started looking into it, it looks like corporate might be lying to the franchises to be stealing millions of dollars. So I think there's like millions of dollars in like corruption there.
Okay.
So we just Googled the closest bricks and minifigs. And so I went in and we were going to ask them like, hey, do you pay money to license, like, do you pay corporate money to license the Lego logo? Because if so, we think corporate's lying to, you know, maybe we can like work with you guys. I think corporate's stealing your money. Like, I think we can like create a lawsuit against corporate and get you guys a bunch of money back, you know. And yeah, it didn't go to plan. We walked in and the guy's like, I know your face. If you don't leave right now, we're gonna call the police. I'm like, but we're just here to make you guys money, you know. Like we found a corporate stealing a bunch of your money. Like they're, and he's like, if you don't leave right now, we call the police. I'm like, okay. Like I'm not gonna argue with you. We'll leave. And that was that.
Gotcha.
And then I think we got food somewhere. We went to like a hamburger place.
Gotcha.
And then I think we just drove back after that. I think that's all we did.
Okay. Who was with you when you went down to the one in Orem?
There was a girl, I forget her name, just some girl from Instagram. I think it might start with an E, I'm not sure. And then Sheldon.
And Sheldon?
Was it? Yeah.
Just the three of you?
Yeah, and we weren't told that we're not allowed inside a bricks and minifig store. Just that specific store in Oregon. I've been trespassed because I walked in, I said, hey, I think my friend has some Legos in here. It's like it's supposed to be the world's biggest Star Wars collection set. That's all it took. And get out of here! You're trespassed. So I can't go back to the Oregon one, but so yeah, I basically just to work on that final part of I think it's gonna be a 3-parter. Part 1 in Oregon, Part 2 in Utah, Part 3. Let's take the whole company down if they're doing these millions of dollars of corruption.
Gotcha. Okay. So they told you to leave. You left right away at that point.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it was you, Sheldon, and another girl that her name started with an E.
I'm not sure.
What color hair does she have?
Black, and I think there's little bleach streaks, I think.
Oh, okay. Is she with you?
I saw her get in the cop car, yes.
Okay, so she's with you guys today.
Yeah.
Okay.
I saw her get in the cop car when the police came. They put everyone. So I saw her. She's probably in for questioning right now. Yeah. But
Okay.
again, my first time meeting her ever was yesterday, and like another thing is I used to tell everyone the plan before I did videos. Like, here's the plan. But now it's kind of like show up and I'll tell you the plan on camera because then you get the reaction on camera. You know, it's like here's the plan, guys, and then you get their reaction. And so most of these guys don't even know what they're doing. Like, if anyone's in trouble, it's me. You know, so it's not.
Okay, so that was the plan. Yesterday was with her or with anyone.
So she was supposed to be the one to serve the papers.
When
So-
he came out with the sign.
Yeah. So she serves in the paper, and then we're just gonna leave and go home. And yeah,
Gotcha.
but yeah, the police kept us there for like 4 hours because the police were like, we need you to see these court papers. And they come to our car and grab the court papers, and then like an hour later they come back like, here's your papers back. 10 minutes later, we need you to see these papers again. They like see, and we were just sitting there with them studying the paper. Like, these are legal paper. Like, I don't know what they thought we were doing. Like, we're just here to serve papers.
Yeah.
Like that's it.
Okay.
Like, we're not here to harass him. Like, this is what the, like, if we could just email him, that would be much easier, you know? But
I agree. Yeah, that would be easier. So, okay. That's all the questions I have for now. So just hang tight again. Need anything? Doing okay?
yeah, I'm good.
Okay. Yeah, just knock on the door if you need anything, okay?
Okay.
Alright, Ben.
Well,
Thanks for being cooperative and everything today. So our plan kind of moving forward is we're going to book you back into the jail, okay, for an additional stalking charge. So what that kind of looks like you're booked in on a stalking for all the stuff that happened, whatever happened yesterday, right? I don't really know the full details of that, but you kind of explained it to me, but I don't know the details behind that. But we're looking at some different things that happened today, right? You had your little crew go back to the house today, post that picture thing in front of his house, and then also well, you're in the vicinity, right?
Yeah, but they didn't say I couldn't go back though. They couldn't say I couldn't do that. Like I wasn't warned that.
Right, but we're still doing these patterns of showing up at people's house, like near their house, posting these posters in front of their houses. It still kind of meets that element, and a lot of this stuff you may have to just get an attorney and fight it in the criminal side of court, right? But I'm just kind of giving you the benefit of the doubt and explaining to you of kind of where we're at, rather than it's just like, hey, you're under arrest for stalking, and then you have questions like, well, what's going on, right? So I'm kind of giving you the benefit of the doubt of explaining things to you, right? And then the other thing was the creation of the GoFundMe, right? We're blasting this person all over saying, hey, he's...
So creating the GoFundMe was illegal?
Well, in the concept of the stalking, right? You're blasting this guy that you were arrested for stalking yesterday, saying that he's all this stuff. It's again another element to the stalking. And then just the entire stuff that's leading up to this, like...
But is that stalking or is it... I guess you're right, I just have to fight in court, I guess.
Yep.
And then if I fight in court, am I able to get like... I don't know, like... I guess you wouldn't have that answer, never mind.
Probably not, no.
Okay, should I...
Yep.
Have to go back?
Yeah, go ahead and stand up. I got an officer right here that's gonna... He has cuffs for you. Again, appreciate your cooperation and everything, and it does go a long way with the cooperation though and everything. Do you have any further questions for me about anything?
You want to tell me what time it is?
8 o'clock. 8:15.
Okay, I have a friend arriving at the airport that's supposed to pick up at 8:30. Do you happen to know when I'll be able to call him?
When you get down to jail.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, thanks for being listening and everything.
Yeah, and everything that you told me, and I've talked to everyone that was with you too, it's all going to be documented in my report.
Okay, thank you so much.
So it's not like, again, that everything that you told me is going to be documented.
Okay.
Okay?
I guess last question.
Yeah.
Will I also be able to hear Josh's side of the story? Because I think he's said a lot of lies to you guys.
It'll be, and I never talked to Josh, but it'll be documented in the report as well.
Okay, thank you so much. That's
Yep.
it. Thank you for the not super tight handcuffs this time.
No problem.
Yeah, yesterday the handcuffs were terrible. Oh, really?
Well, they're not supposed to hurt super bad, but they're not the fuzzy playful kind, right?
Yeah, I was in like so much pain yesterday in the car ride, and then I like want to complain, so I was like, oh no.
And also, these cars aren't built for tall people.
Yeah, it's okay. No, I don't care about that. It was just the handcuffs sucked yesterday, but they're good today. But,
Well, if they ever hurt, just let us know, because we don't want you to be super uncomfortable and cause pain or anything like that. We're not in the business to do that, right?
Can't see. Okay, I know that for next time now.
Yep. Because we don't want to injure you or do anything like that, right?
Yeah.
Pardon my reach. I'm just going to put the
No, it's all
seatbelt
good.
on.
Well, thank you guys.
Okay.
Thanks for being nice and
Yeah.
cool.
Thank you for being cooperative. Okay.
I try to be as open as possible.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing.
Yep.
Okay.
Take care.
See you guys.
Good.
Yep. Thank you.
I'll get you the PC. Because we don't want to injure you or do anything like that, right?
Yeah.
Pardon my reach. I'm just put the
No, it's all
seatbelt
good.
on.
Well, thank you guys. Thanks for being nice and
Yeah.
cool.
Thank you for being cooperative.
Yeah, I try to be as open as possible
Yeah.
with the whole thing.
Take care.
See ya.
Show me at 1185 North.
Copy, did you want to check?
Okay.
Copy.
RJ45, I'll be transporting 182 down county.
Copy.
Well, before we go, Is there specific music that you like to listen to?
Anything except country and like gangster rap, I guess.
So what would that be? Give me an artist.
I don't care. I like alternative, I guess.
Alternative what? Rock? Hip?
Yeah, I like alternative rock. Yeah.
Alternative rock?
What about you?
I listen to everything. It's one of the good things, not good things, but like, just hearing what people like.
Oh, nice.
I do this a lot, and just hearing what's your favorite kind of music? I should ask.
Ooh, I don't know. I really like kind of like the Strokes. You know what that is?
The Strokes?
Yeah.
I haven't heard of them, but we're gonna.
Oh, you've definitely heard of some of them.
Oh, probably. We'll go to their radio.
Their new stuff kind of sucks. Their old stuff's good though.
Oh, so we're like Arctic Monkeys.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. I could get down with some Arctic Monkeys.
Yeah, Arctic Monkeys pretty sick. Yeah.
They I just went to the radio, so it's gonna play a bunch of different stuff.
Oh, nice. Dang. Oh yeah. What do most criminals? What's their usual taste in music?
Sorry?
What's most criminals' taste in music?
It's usually rap or
Really?
country, or it just kind of in this area.
So that's what I said I don't like. Oh no, the opposite of me.
Yeah. Yeah, there's, and a lot of the time it's like it's honestly all over the place. Because I had somebody that really liked what's her name? It's Jessie Murph.
Huh.
It's like a more of like sad alternative music,
Oh no.
and listening to that,
Yeah, I like happy music.
yeah,
I don't really like sad music.
happy music is definitely the way to go.
I don't know. Do you think it's too late to bail out tonight? Since it's already 8 o'clock?
I honestly, I'm going to be completely honest with you. I don't know the jail's procedures.
Uh-huh.
So I don't know if they have a time in which you're able to bail out and which you're not.
Yeah, I have a friend arriving at the airport that I have to pick up at 8:30. He's going to be so scared. He's going to be like, what the heck? Like, why isn't he answering his phone? He's going to be stuck at the airport. Oh, no.
It's a good thing there's Uber.
Yeah. So were you helping investigate the case at all, or?
Not today. I was there on Sunday.
Sunday. What day is Sunday? Oh, yeah.
But here we are.
Yeah.
What part of California are you from?
Los Angeles.
Los Angeles?
Well, I'm from Ohio, but I just live in Los Angeles now. But I grew up my whole life in Ohio.
Really?
Yeah.
What brought you to California?
I became a professional slackliner,
Oh, that's cool.
and it's basically, I don't know if you know what slacklining is, but I do like the double, triple backflips on it and stuff.
Oh,
And
that's wild.
yeah, and all the professionals, they train at Santa Monica Beach. So I was like, I'll just go out to Santa Monica and train every day. And because in Ohio, like, no one slacklines, so I was like, I was starting to like be like X Games level and stuff. So I was like, I'll go out and train with the pros, and then
Oh, that's awesome.
yeah.
Not something I could ever do. When I was in college, just watching all those guys slackline and everything, it just
Oh,
always made me
nice.
queasy, dude.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, sometimes I do it high up. We go to this place called the Fruit Bowl every Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
It's in Moab, Utah. We make like the world's biggest rope swing. It's pretty sick.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. And then a lot of my friends base jump, so they'll slackline like 1,000 feet in the air without a harness on, and then they'll get to the middle, they'll jump off, and they'll base jump down.
You got some adrenaline junkie friends, dude. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Are those friends back in California or here? Or?
Yeah, California, everywhere, I guess. I have slackline friends all around the United States. But mostly Utah, Colorado, and California are like the main 3 states for slacklining.
That makes sense.
But
So
I do
it's like a mountain sport.
Yeah. I focus on, I only set up like 5 feet in the air, but I get like, I put like 3,000 pounds of tension on it, so it's like a trampoline.
Oh,
And you can, I just jump on it like a trampoline. I do like flips and crazy stuff. It's so fun.
Yeah, after contact, I talked to you on Sunday, looked up some of your videos.
Oh, did you see the slacklining stuff?
I didn't see any of the slacklining stuff. I didn't have a whole lot of time.
No. What one did you watch?
I just watched the first like 5 to 10 minutes of the Candy Man video.
Oh, yeah. With the one where I'm like, I'm going to do the scariest haunted house in the world. That one?
The footage one, lost.
Oh, the guy, he lost his hard drive. Yeah. So that's the 5th video in the episode, or the 5th episode in the video. Yeah, so I guess you can kind of see what I do. It's like I just take down bad guys and stuff, like people like torture other people and stuff, and that's exactly what this guy's doing. It's literally the exact same thing. He's this bad guy, and he's making up stories about us to get us arrested and stuff, but I think in the end it'll all work out, and justice will be served, but yeah, just gotta deal with it for now. But I think it makes the video better. Like, we got arrested for trying to serve him court papers. Like, it's so messed up.
Well, I don't know a whole lot about the situation then.
Yeah, they said we were stalking him, but there's no other way to take him to court. Like, we have to serve him court papers, you know? Like, that's, if we want to take him to court, that's what has to happen. So, yeah. I mean, you can watch it. It's going to be a 3-part video, I think. The first part will be out in hopefully like 2 or 3 weeks, but yeah, it's going to be really fun, I think.
Yeah, everybody knows that my camera wasn't done that on Sunday, and my YouTube debut
No, it's actually crazy how cool the cops are here. In Oregon, they sucked. But here, I think there'll be a lot of like cool cop interactions where like, what up? And it's like kind of funny. I think there was one guy who was being kind of mean here, but besides him, all the other cops were really cool. Oh, they all sucked. Yeah, they were terrible.
Why is that?
So, I mean, we made a police report that this company stole the Legos, right? And they were like, okay. And then we're like, were you gonna investigate it? They're like, no, they don't want you on the property. And we're like, but aren't you gonna like investigate this? Like, aren't you gonna like make a police report? And they're like, no. We're like, well, why not? And they're like, because. We're like, what? They were just terrible. Like, they were definitely like in Utah, it seems very unbiased, I guess. But Colorado, or not Colorado, in Oregon, they were definitely taking the side of the Lego store for some reason. Oh, really? Yeah. Maybe newer? I don't know. I don't recognize it. I don't listen to any of their new stuff. Their new stuff sucks.
Oh, really? Well, if it sucks, just tell me.
Actually, I don't think this. No, this sounds like their old stuff. Yeah, the new stuff's like kind of poppy. It's kind of terrible. Yeah, it kind of became like poppy. Like they lost that like funk, I guess. I don't know. Tell me if any of my other friends got arrested during that like raid of the house, I guess, or.
I don't believe anybody else is going down yet. But again, I'm not entirely sure. I'll just ask for transfer.
Okay. I was trying to game plan how to get my friend from the airport.
Yeah. I get it.
Nice. I just feel so bad if like he like lands. He's like, okay, like I told him I'd be there at 8:30, and he gets there. And he's like, "Where's Ben? Where's Ben at?" And he's just like looking around. He's like, "Do I go home? Like, what do I do? Am I just stuck at the airport? Like, what do I do?"
Yeah.
Oh, he's probably freaking out. Oh no. Salt Lake City. Yeah. Are we going to Spanish Fork?
Correct.
Opposite direction? No. No, that's all good.
This is the one that you stuck at.
Yeah. No. It makes sense. Yeah, it makes sense. It's just inconvenient, but it's not your fault. They had to put the jail in the. It would have been convenient if like it's like jail right next to the airport, but.
Yeah. I mean, if you flew in Provo, maybe.
Yeah. No, Salt Lake City.
Where's it coming from?
Los Angeles. Yeah, we're actually working on another video. It's not about that. We're also investigating a school that tortures kids. It's called Provo Canyon School. It's like a school that Paris Hilton went to. So that's why he's flying in as we're like investigating at school. Yeah, they like torture kids. They'll put kids in solitary confinement for up to like 2 months at a time just for like stealing a bag of chips or something from another kid. Like it's like super illegal, but I think we can shut them down. Yeah, yeah. It's insane. I don't know. I just want to see if they would accept me as a student because like it's basically a prison, and the dad was just like, "Hey, my son's being very rebellious. My son dyed his hair." And so I dyed my hair red. So that's why I have red hair now, or orange hair. Yeah, normally I have brown hair, but right now it's like dyed kind of orangish tint. And then they're like, okay, yeah, that sounds like a bad kid. We should accept him in because he dyed his hair. And then like, let's put him in solitary confinement for 2 months for dyeing his hair. Like, it's crazy.
When did you dye him?
Maybe like a month ago or something.
So it was that orange red.
Yeah, so I mean, it's kind of like we just got like super. It was like $1 hair dye or like $2 at Walmart or something. So I feel like the cheapest kind. It's kind of faded out, but yeah, it's kind of like it still has that orangish tint in, I guess.
Yeah, I didn't have a very good view of you.
But
That was you, but I couldn't really see you that well.
we have 2 friends flying in for that video. That one's gonna be crazy, but yeah, that's probably like the saddest video I've ever worked on. That one's so sad. Just like the kids have like no hope in there. Like they're like good kids too. Like I mean, maybe not good kids, but they're not bad kids. You know, they're not like they're just like their parents just don't want to deal with them. And then also like one of my friends is like playing my fake dad, I guess. So it's interesting to see like what actually goes on inside versus what they tell the dads. They're like, oh, your kid's having so much fun and stuff. Like they're like swimming in the pool every day. Like it's so fun. Like there's no swimming pool. Like they just like make up these lies to like convince the parents that the kids are having like the best time at the school. And so the parents think that their kids are like getting a good education and stuff. And also there's no actual school inside. We found out it's all just like they just watch like brain rot TikToks all day, and that's their education. 11 through 17.
High school.
Yeah. But that one's really sad, yeah. But so our main focus was to come down and film that video, and they were like, oh, well, we're down here, we might as well serve Josh since he lives here also, you know, his court papers. And then we've been spending more time on this just because, like, we thought, like, oh, we'll just serve Josh, it'll take 10 minutes, you know? And then now it's turning into this huge whole thing. Oh, wow.
Is that Provo Canyon School in Provo?
Yeah. Yeah, I think Paris Hilton went there. And she like talks about it a lot, but even with her like she's been trying to shut it down for so long, but even with her like I mean I don't really know her that well, I guess. I think she's kind of just famous for being famous, maybe, I don't know, but even with like her popularity she was able to shut it down. So it's a very powerful organization.
Should be pulling up here shortly. You still doing okay back there?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. favorite?
My favorite place?
Yeah, that you've been to so far.
I don't know. I like California a lot. What I like about California is you have like the mountains, and then you have the beach, and then you have like the desert. Like it's all the sceneries in like within like an hour of each other. Yeah, you have like the redwoods and they're all within like an hour drive of each other. So that's really cool. I like nature a lot. And then also it's always sunny and like warm. Like it's all 4 seasons. It's sunny and warm. So that's what I like that too. Ohio is really rainy. Utah is really sick. I really like Utah actually. All the mountains and stuff. It's just cold here.
Yeah, it's cold. And you came at the worst time. It's been the coldest it's been all winter.
Yeah, but besides the cold, Utah. If maybe Utah in the summer would be really sick. But yeah, I like Utah. I'd say Utah's probably my second. I really like Colorado though too. Colorado is pretty sick.
Yeah.
Colorado and Utah are probably tied. Maybe slightly behind California. Just California, the weather. So it's the only downside with. Like I used to go to Colorado all the time during the summer. Sometimes Utah during the summer is a little too hot, I think. If you go to like the desert, like Moab and stuff, it'll get super hot there. It's kind of unbearable. But so the weather's not ideal in Utah, but the scenery's ideal in Utah.
Yeah.
But so if we're going scenery based, I'd say Utah. If we're going weather based, I'd say California. Yeah.
Yeah, I love the mountains, but it gets really cold here. And then it also gets really hot.
Yeah.
Just the extremes of both.
Yeah, California's just like 80 degrees in the summer, but it's also 80 degrees in the winter.
Oh, that's cool.
Like it's never too hot, never too cold, you know?
Yeah, and then if you don't like it, you can just drive somewhere else.
Yeah.
That's relatively nearby. I do love the beach. I do love the beach.
Yeah, the beach is nice. And I feel like people are more into extreme sports in California, which I really like too. But also in Utah, people in Colorado, I don't know, Utah and Colorado also have that very like mountainy crowd, which I really like.
Yeah.
But Ohio is not about. It's like everyone's like in business or like law or what, you know. It's like they just work in like their hobby is to like be in a cubicle. It seems like.
Yeah.
Hello.
American Fork, 1 mile.
You say 1 mile, right?
Right.
Thank you.
Yeah. So how far did you get in the McKamey Manor video?
I was only able to make it like 10, 15 minutes maybe.
Did we go to Tennessee yet?
Yeah, I think you had just started a conversation with, what was his name?
Rhett, the guy who got drugged behind the car and
Yes.
he got his stomach.
That's wild.
Yeah. That's like every single person that came to us. That was happening every week for like 6 years.
That's insane.
And we put an end to it. Oh yeah, I just took my seatbelt off, so
No, you're good.
I wanted to let you know. It hasn't been off the whole time, just took it off.
It is.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Hello. I made a GoFundMe and they arrested me.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Tried raising money for